I'm May Tobol, your guide in the world of mystical crossroads between spirituality and psychology. Today, I'd like to continue our exploration of a truly unique and enigmatic figure, Madame Helena Blavatsky. Today, I invite you to explore part 5 of our in-depth research series into Madame Blavatsky's life, influence, and legacy. And as always, I'm joined by my intellectual co-pilot Brian, who will assist me in presenting this fascinating journey into the life and times of one of history's most mysterious women. Brian, take the floor.
Thanks, May. I'll do my best to guide us through this thought-provoking topic. Let's explore the dreamscape together. Madame Blavatsky, the X-Factor of the 19th century, a prophet, medium and enigma, Part 5. The dark side of influence. But not all who followed Blavatsky's ideas did so for spiritual enlightenment. Decades after her death, her teachings found an unexpected echo in the darkest corners of history. Adolf Hitler, a man deeply immersed in mysticism and the occult, drew inspiration from theosophical concepts. He believed in reincarnation and claimed to be the reincarnation of Emperor Frederick II. He was convinced that the Aryan race was chosen by destiny and that he was their destined leader. His inner circle included astrologers, occultists, and members of the Ahnenerbe, a secret research organization dedicated to uncovering the mystical origins of the German people. They studied rune scripts, experimented with mind control, and consulted psychics before making political decisions. Every move in Nazi Germany was steeped in esoteric symbolism, and at the heart of this ideology was a twisted interpretation of Blavatsky's teachings, especially her theory of superior and inferior races and the idea of a coming age ruled by a chosen elite. Even the swastika, later adopted as the symbol of the Third Reich, had originally appeared on Blavatsky's seal as a sacred emblem of cosmic energy and spiritual power. Though she never intended her philosophy to serve such ends, her influence was undeniable. The very idea of attaining divine wisdom and uniting global spiritual truths, one of her core teachings, was distorted into a doctrine of racial supremacy and world domination. In the final years of her life, Blavatsky made a startling claim. She would soon die, but also return. Her death, she suggested, would not be the end. Just days before passing away, she reportedly told close followers, "I shall leave you with my work unfinished, but I will return, not in flesh, but in spirit, to guide those who truly seek the hidden path." She died in 1891, leaving behind a legacy more powerful than any prophecy. Her words lived on, shaping generations of seekers, mystics, and even those who sought power through darkness. And so the woman who once fled a stifling aristocratic life in search of truth became a myth larger than life itself, a beacon of hidden wisdom, a source of light and shadow alike. It was clear from the beginning that Helena Blavatsky's ideas would provoke controversy. Her vision of a universal spiritual truth, one that transcended traditional religion and placed divine potential within every human being, stood in stark opposition to the doctrines of organized Christianity. The official church denounced her as a dreamer and a fantasist, branding her teachings not only misleading but dangerous. In time, theosophy would spawn various offshoots, some of which would influence philosophies far removed from its original intent, including the twisted ideology of the Third Reich. Christian missionaries, sensing the growing influence of theosophy, moved quickly to discredit it. They saw in its growing popularity a threat to their authority, especially because the movement attracted followers from all walks of life, including the wealthy elite. What many failed to realize, however, was that money would become one of the greatest challenges and eventual downfalls of the Theosophical Society. One of Blavatsky's closest associates allegedly attempted to extract a large donation from a wealthy Indian Maharaja under false pretenses, claiming it was for the Society's noble causes. This act, along with other financial dealings, fueled suspicion and scandal. Soon after, a major revelation shook the foundations of Blavatsky's reputation. Indian newspapers published explosive reports alleging that the so-called enlightened Madame Blavatsky was nothing more than a fraud. Among the most damaging revelations were letters attributed to Blavatsky herself, signed as Mrs. Kulom. detailing how she orchestrated her miraculous phenomena. According to these documents, Blavatsky had conspired with a married couple, the Kuloms, who helped stage her supernatural effects. For instance, mysterious knocks on walls and ceilings were explained by hidden strings or wires rigged throughout rooms. During séances held in dimly lit spaces, curtains would flutter unnaturally, not from spirit presence but from concealed mechanisms. Even the infamous messages supposedly sent from her Tibetan masters were revealed to have been secretly slipped into locked compartments by an accomplice hiding behind a wall. Following the publication of the Kulom Letters, a special commission of psychiatrists was dispatched to India to investigate Blavatsky's claims. After thorough examination, the commission concluded that her miracles were indeed elaborate deceptions. Their final report labeled her not as an enlightened sage, but as a brilliant charlatan of her era. Blavatsky responded with fury, insisting the letters were forgeries, but few believed her. Friends, patrons, and even casual followers turned away. Only a small group of devoted disciples remained by her side. She was devastated. Once celebrated across continents, now she was vilified. Yet just when it seemed her legacy would crumble entirely, something extraordinary happened. To be continued to part 6.
And that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe so you won't miss the next part. We'll definitely be continuing this topic. If you like this video, please share it with others. But most importantly, let me know what you think in the comments. Do you have any questions? Do you agree or disagree? Your feedback means a lot. Stay cool, enjoy your day, and I'll see you soon.